Officer, the mere sight of... Sure, officer. They are the good guys. No, thank you.
We're still waiting for a replacement. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of... I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with you.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit...
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
It's not charity. Not up there. I give it all I got. I earn my keep. But you're right, officer. There is no... She is nobody.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up... Ah, yes! King Philip the...
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a coca...
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to... Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgent... A nation is only as strong as its leader.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple-nosed candy the nobility loved so much. Cocaine...
You can't even take the response. That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine.
Of course. Clarity of vision.
Philippe the Third.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine ferry.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate a drug.
Oh,
you... That's...
Of course.
Philippe the...
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Please, officer, don't encourage it.
Yes, indeed. We're not...
Right.
Officer, the mere sight of police. Oh, sweet Jack.
Do not.
His tone lacks its usual intensity. Like it.
We knew she was.
And then you stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from.
We were just boys then. No point starting this all over again. For the thousandth.
She died. René and
Yeah.
departed. She could never make up her mind. She was always leaving one. Heck, technically, we're both still in.
You always.
Of course, officer. Memories? Sweet, sweet Jenny. Of course, officer. Memory.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of You don't exactly. It takes about half an hour to piece one to. Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Yes? Hello?
I don't really want to be disturbed that much.
Looking for something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
What with?
What with? This citizen thinks
My husband? No, I don't know. At home now? Out drinking?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but no. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't...
she has the
What? Who said anything about shame? Stop.
But he is. You can feel it.
No, absolutely. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing...
You know where they are. They're at home. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead?
What?
She's getting upset. Her voice is...
They're almost grown up now anyway. My youngest girl, Jolie... Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? There is no investigation here. I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos...
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess, even if I had, it's great. Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great...
Maybe you should. What?
Wonderful. The stories...
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. The woman...
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Oh, that's Auntie... No, I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful. A small mountain of colorful board games.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and
An endless... There's also books in a board game set. There's a box that says, Wirral, 3rd edition Meg...
Lousy... I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
An endless... There's also books in a board game set. There's a box that says, Wirral. The display rack is brimming with...
Oh, man from Hjelmdal. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. What does it matter? If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Rows and rows of Hjelm, maybe 100? Not even close. Man from Hjelmdal in hell. Man from Hjelmdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hjelmdal under the lake. Man from Hjelmdal. These shelves are overburdened.
Oh, you're a police...
Crime fiction. These books, what's more, not a single mention. You see, a killing is declared. Oh no. Turns... Yes. Tragedy court. Come on. This is not...
Come on, again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here, Chester faked his own death.
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester?
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Crime fiction. These books, what's more, not as you see. Tragedy calls. Come on.
Come on.
Again?
A very fucking...
Yeah,
After all this, you still haven't found the answer. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the... Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you. A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. Turns out that there are so...
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. You wait for the... It's quite a challenge. The plaque on the shelf reads...
I would say... The book is also very daring. Perhaps from...
Do her word.
Certainly.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. Browsing suddenly. High speed next to that.
I really...
She understands.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing.
The maps look old. This large map, Ozon, disintegrate. In the northeast, a dust you can. Lost. The ocean connections. You have little. Perhaps they are. The north to the east. Hudon. It's so. No. This is some. It's not real. Still, it's detailed.
I'm sorry. They're quite valuable. Though they. That old. From when some. They didn't get that far. For some reason. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Several maps. The maps look old.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old... From when some... They didn't get that far.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime. Amidst the point of the book, it serves platitude wholeness. When it's up to your mind, the book features this is just mundane garbage.
Huh, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door.
The throbbing in your head increases with suddenly, as if for example, it also recommends, among other benefits, it is alleged to for general health. This is exactly what there's an entire section. You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
Indeed. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Amidst the point of the book and many other various paranatural books. A cockatoo is This book talks about where to even begin. All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, require pet owners, or it is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook. Where to even begin? Pet owners also, it is not recommended to get. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Sitaka. Ooh. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major in the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotony. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoo. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? You're right, Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry. It's just a... Oh boy, here we go. But... The face of King Freecell smiles at you. For some reason, the smile... It's just a race, but it will... The worn map, your finger move. Finally. Medicinal purposes of the pearl. Flipping through the book, you come across the Finally. Something to calm. It seems to contain descriptions of the... There are a number of CO-like tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks. What you're describing is There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers direct. First, you need to choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done Would you like to try again? Very well. First, choose a... Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to... You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the... Would you like to try again? Very well. First, Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate... Lastly, is there anything else you'd like? You've created a delicious tincture. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, next, you'll need to Lastly, is there anything... You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate Lastly, is there anything... You've created a delicious tincture. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine... Lastly, Is there anything? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and gin. Would you like to try again? You close the book and... There it is. You pick...
Oh yes, Bratan!
Get a load of this rock and roll cop hairpiece. Thick, warm smoke gets... Well, hello. What a solid can of... Wow. I don't know about this. There's a... You see a flash of teeth. A young woman's... A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. From the void we came. A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped.
Sir, one has to...
What is this insolence?
Now, hey there. Tribute, power. These are not the... Oh, yes. Helps to have an anchor in these times. I am.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting newcomers.
Goodness, you were already doing... Everything is...
She's attempting to mentally direct you toward...
Truth be told, not really. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabric. I provide a valuable service. The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Cursed?
Doesn't feel like it's thriving.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great!
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she...
Come now, it's not personal. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. God, I've told her...
A part of hers, too, clearly.
She can.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff. This is a
Oh, no. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Oh.
My husband is completely different.
Yes. My husband is a... It's a proper... Most of the buildings... He made the initial investment. Since then... Yes, I'm afraid... We're quite busy. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. She's been... I assure you, I of all people understand the importance...
The woman looks aloof. You see a set...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now, please...
She speaks oddly enough. The more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, you see some kind... Aside from poking at it, suspicion...
Sir, don't touch... Parasite...
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
You do? My God. No, it's just a storeroom for the... Why? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. No!
Lies. There is something. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a...
I warn...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before only an echo.
Yes?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands. The sight of bullet holes, the faded, they look pretty ancient.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened. Not much. I don't know.
Just an ordinary wall.
Sadly, I need... What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. It's an...
She conveyed, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Be my guest. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
A sturdy metal door. The door wrapped.
Stop banging on the door. Doesn't matter. The police. No, go check the
Backyard door. There is no reply.